Now to the question, what's in a mustache? Well, it's not just a fashion statement. In India, it actually can also be a matter of life and death. Now, in the state of Gujarat, it has led to a series of attacks on young men. DW social media editor Carl Nassmann has the story for us. Carl, what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, apparently in certain regions of India, a mustache is taken quite seriously. It can be seen as a sign of power. And there have been a recent string of attacks now on young men, apparently because they were sporting a mustache. And we have a report here that shows one of the most recent victims of these attacks. He's just 17 years old. He was stabbed in the back this week by two men who were on motorcycles while he was walking home from school. Last week, his cousin was also attacked, allegedly for the same reason, just for having a mustache. After these attacks, protesters took to the streets, and this is in the western state of Gujarat, as you mentioned. All of the victims, in fact, are called, they're Dalits, and this is a group that once occupied the lowest rung of society in the caste system in India. Of course, that system is no longer in place, but there still are some remnants there. And these Dalits, they still face discrimination in India, even, of course, when it comes to facial hair, which is unbelievable. Apparently, the alleged attackers, they took offense to these mustaches. They say that mustaches are only for higher-ranking members of society.
That's a terrifying story, Carl. How are the Dalits themselves responding to this treatment?
Well, these street protests that we saw, they actually went digital. So we saw a lot of Dalits across India posting some pictures to their social media accounts. Take a look at some of these here. These are young men. They're not just in that region, really across the country. They're taking pictures like these, showing solidarity with the victims. And they're proudly sporting. They're even twirling their mustaches without fear. It's pretty cool. These are just a few that we found on Twitter and Facebook. Really powerful images. And they're also using hashtags like Dalit with a mustache and Mr. Dalit. And this campaign was actually started by one man. His name is Debashish Jararia. He's an activist and a blogger in New Delhi. And he's also a Dalit, and he caught wind of these assaults, and he was inspired to take action. We actually caught up with him today. We spoke with him via Skype, and he told us why he was inspired to start this campaign. Take a look.
Regarding to my caste, every day I am facing atrocity. As I have said that I am a prominent Dalit activist on social media. Every day I found abuses belonging to my caste. I found these atrocities when I am in my social atmosphere, social surrounding. There are so many young youths who are coming forward, narrating their story, sharing their experiences, how they have been targeted, and there is a general consensus among the young youths that we should come forward, we should raise our voice, and we should not tolerate these atrocities.
A really cool campaign, and it's getting a lot of attention right now in India. Lots of news reports about it. It's trending online. The hope is that really this can at least start a conversation about the remnants of the caste system in India and the treatment of Dalits. Violence and discrimination really does still exist there with this kind of lower group of society.
A really interesting story, right? Carl Nassmann, our social media editor, thank you very much.